What if this very moment is déjà vu from another lifetime you're already living? What if every breath you take is the echo of a decision you've made 1,000 times before and will make again 1,000 times after? Sounds like a sci-fi teaser, right? Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you may never see a ticking clock, a random coincidence, or even your own reflection the same way again. The feeling you can't shake. Have you ever walked into a room and felt like the scene had played out before? Same smell, same joke, same awkward silence? Most of us shrug and call it just déjà vu. But what if it's evidence you're trapped inside a cosmic Groundhog Day, an infinite playback loop, cleverly disguised as normal life? Picture a vinyl record with a scratch. The song keeps spinning, but the needle hops backward, replaying a snippet over and over, except the record is the universe, and the song is your story. Rewinding the universe, John Wheeler's provocative idea. The late physicist John Archibald Wheeler called reality a participatory universe. Translation: the cosmos isn't a stage you're watching, it's a game you're co-coding while you play. Imagine you're in Minecraft, but every block you place also reaches back in time and changes the initial seed of the world. Wild, right? Wheeler's hunch was that observation doesn't just reveal reality, it creates it. And that opens the door to loops, rewrites, and cosmic do-overs. Quantum pixels, where physics starts to glitch, drop down to the quantum layer. The pixel level of existence and particles behave like characters who forget their script. They hop in and out of existence, teleport information faster than light, and only pick a side when you peak. It's like the universe is saving processing power, rendering only the parts your consciousness needs to see. Exactly like a video game engine. If the cosmic GPU cuts corners, what else is it hiding? Possibly a master save file that can reset the whole level time itself. The simulation scenario. Why top scientists aren't laughing. Let's drag the elephant onto the screen. Simulation theory. Nick Bostrom, Elon Musk, Neil deGrasse Tyson, they've all asked, are we NPCs in somebody's hyper-realistic sim? Take the clean math under galaxies, the chunky, pixel-like Planck length, and that quantum render-on-demand trick. Put them together, and you get a universe that behaves less like a sandbox of atoms and more like a cleverly optimized codebase. If that's true, a reset button is just good software design. Enter quantum immortality, why you might never truly die. Ready for the next rabbit hole? The many worlds interpretation says every decision spawns a fresh universe. Choose coffee over tea? You fork reality. Step off the curb a second too late. In one branch, you're fine. In another, you're road pizza. Quantum immortality claims that from your first-person viewpoint, you always tunnel into the branch where you survive. It's like a cosmic version of Mario. You keep respawning in the timeline that lets you keep playing, even if millions of other yous didn't make the jump. A loop made of infinite lines. How immortality breeds repetition. Now smash those ideas together. A simulated universe that reloads only what you observe, and a conscious viewpoint that sidesteps demise by leaping to the still alive branch. Suddenly, life resembles a video clip on repeat. Each time you reach a lethal frame, the code reroutes you to a near identical reel where you walk away unscathed. Over eons, you stack up so many almost identical replays that déjà vu becomes inevitable. You're skimming the backlog of your own quantum highlight reel. Retrocausality, when tomorrow texts yesterday. Here's a brain bender. Certain quantum experiments hint that choices made after a particle takes a path can affect which path it originally took. It's as though your future self can fire off postcards to your past, editing the story mid-read. Ever get an unexplained gut feeling or a nudge that saves your skin? Maybe that's future you hacking the simulation, rewriting yesterday's code so you make it to tomorrow. Divine V's. Digital why call it divine at all? You might ask, if it's just code, what's divine about it? Consider this, in nearly every mystical tradition, reality is portrayed as cyclical Hindu yugas, Buddhist reincarnation, Nietzsche's eternal recurrence. Whether you call it Brahman, the Tao, or God's algorithm, that loop echoes across cultures. The line between sacred script and software script might be thinner than a plank length. Maybe the programmer and the divine are different masks on the same unknowable face. Free will, illusion, superpower, or both. If your brain pulls the trigger seconds before you feel the squeeze, are you a puppet? Not necessarily. Think of free will like steering in an arcade racer with auto assist. The track might be pre-rendered, but you still choose your line, your speed, your flair. Maybe destiny sets the checkpoints, while choice determines how you drift through them. The loop doesn't cancel meaning, it magnifies it, because every micro-decision ricochets through countless timelines. Spotting glitches signs you're seeing the code. Micro déjà vu, that half-second, I know this frame tick. Screenshot it in your mind. Synchronicities, the book, the song, and the stranger on the bus all shove the same phrase in your face on the same day. Chance or debug text bleeding through. Prophetic dreams, our nocturnal VR headset, might access backup copies of tomorrow's script. Keep a journal, compare it later, you'll be stunned. The pause effect, ever feel time slow down right before an accident, could be the engine hot swapping assets while it forks realities. Hacking the loop, practical tools. Meditation, think of it as pulling up the developer console of consciousness. Silence the background processes, and hidden variables start scrolling. Lucid dreaming, your nightly sandbox. Practice waking up inside the dream, and you might practice waking up inside the loop. Focused intention, quantum experiments, like the double-slit show observation, collapses possibilities. Your attention is the mouse click that selects a branch. Aim it wisely. Heart math and coherence. Synchronize breath and heartbeat. Researchers find it amplifies intuitive hits, as if you're boosting your Wi-Fi signal to the cosmic router. Ethical upload, why morality still matters. If you can't permanently die, does anything matter? Absolutely. Think of karma as code comments future you will read. Hurt someone, and that grief echoes across branches you'll eventually inhabit. Kindness, on the other hand, seeds timelines where collaboration, innovation, and joy multiply. You're not escaping consequences, you're collecting them in parallel. Breaking versus bending, should you even try to escape? Some seekers aim to smash the cosmic cage, but consider, a video game is fun because of its challenges. Maybe the objective isn't jailbreak, it's mastery. Instead of crashing the program, learn the shortcuts, find the Easter eggs, help other players. Maybe divine time loop isn't a prison, but a school running infinite semesters until we nail the final exam, unconditional awareness. The zoom out thought experiment. Close your eyes. Imagine every version of you, every past, future, and parallel self standing in a stadium the size of a galaxy. Now see all those versions merge into a single luminous point. That point is the observer behind every loop. Feel the hush. That's the moment you realize the game, the player, and the designer are facets of the same diamond. Right now, you're holding the ultimate device, a consciousness capable of choosing its focus. That focus is the cursor that selects which branch you step into next. Treat it like a sacred joystick. When you wake up tomorrow, ask, which timeline am I tuning into today? One of fear or one of wonder? Because the act of asking is the act of collapsing infinite code into living color. So, are you ready to test the theory? Start a dream journal tonight. Meditate for 5 minutes tomorrow. Notice one synchronicity and follow where it leads. Report back in the comments, share your glitches, your loops, your near-miss miracles. Together, we'll map this mind-bending playground and maybe, just maybe, learn to speed run the divine time loop like pros. Because if reality is a game, awareness is cheat mode, and you just found the controller.